Battlefield TechCrunch Disrupt 2014 with Hitton of MailTime. Tell us about MailTime.
Sure. So with MailTime, we convert these very difficult to read email conversations like into a chat bubbles. So we made email as quick and easy as text messaging.
Hi Joanna, I'm Mike with Quickfire. We make the fastest video encoding system on the planet. So if you're a broadcaster or news organization, we can help you get that content to your subscribers faster than anyone else.
Valor Water Analytics builds business intelligence tools for water utilities to address financial issues such as what's going on in California right now with the drought, conservation, affordability, these kind of suite of issues that water utilities and communities are facing and having a tough time with.
ScienceBytes is the online platform for scientific know-how in research and development.
Alri does online real estate transactions, and we facilitate the sale for no fee, and we manage the entire transaction from start to finish. We've created a unique workflow system between our partners and our buyers and sellers so they can actually complete the entire deal online.
Yeah, Self-Lender is just the easy online way to build credit, save money, and get access to affordable financial products.
Zendo is cloud search for business. We give you one search box across all the cloud apps where you do your work.
Pallet Home allows you to have gourmet food every night. It's a new way to cook that you're going to love. And just like when we went to DVR or streaming video and you just can't go back, it's the same thing here. There's no way to go back to traditional cooking once you've tried this.
Fairtooth allows your cell phone to connect even when there's no coverage. So if there's no cellular or Wi-Fi coverage, we take our technology, we put it around the smartphone that you already use, like a iPhone or a Android Galaxy, and instead of having you to use the network, you just connect peer-to-peer. So it becomes a push-to-talk voice system, direct text system, and you can even do geolocation and mapping on the device now.
So would it work in circumstances like Coachella?
Absolutely. If you're at a big music festival, say Coachella, Electric Daisy Carnival, instead of the network being overwhelmed, you create your own private connection with your friends in your group.
At GEM, we're building a highly available, scalable API for Bitcoin developers to be able to build Bitcoin apps on top of a very secure infrastructure.
I love this demo. It's so easy, and it is easy and beautiful. How long has it been operating?
So we incorporated on 11/12/13, so you can always remember. We launched our product in June, but you know what? I was a grad student for 7 years working on this project with many utilities, so it's been a while. We've been working on it for a long time.
Mark Hadar, who's the CEO, actually built one of the first vehicle-to-vehicle communication systems that was using Zigbee protocol to communicate with 64,000 wireless sensors in the battlefield for the military. So that's when he got the idea, and that was back in 1996. So this has actually been marinating for almost 10 years in his brain, and so we just we get to support him in making that a reality.
Yeah, good things take time.
Yeah, definitely.
Why did you start Quickfire?
We love video. We see the amount of video that our kids are generating, and over again they told us, hey Dad, why does it take so long for my video to get ready? I put it to YouTube, it takes 8 hours. I'm not going to use YouTube anymore. We decided to fix that problem.
Well, I was an agent for 10 years, so I felt the pain of my clients. It was really my own clients that inspired me to start the company because they were tired of the non-transparency and the high cost, and I could relate to that because I was young and I understood that, and I bought my house directly from the owner, so I really enjoyed that transaction, and I set out to create a company that would bring that joy of buying and selling real estate to the normal consumer.
Why did you start Beartooth Radio?
Great question. My business partner is my college roommate. We were out skiing one day. There was no network coverage. It turns out that's his specialty. He did custom radio systems for backcountry firefighters. So he took the same technology that a backcountry firefighter uses to stay safely communicating and apply it to your smartphone.
Why did you start Zendo?
Because we recognize it was a massive problem, particularly for people in businesses who have access to all of this content in their cloud services, but they just can't find it. And they're working with all their colleagues, and they're making emails, presentations, documents, and it's just getting wasted. So we wanted to solve that problem.
Right now, if you're a developer and you want to build a Bitcoin app, not only do you have to be an expert at cryptography, security, network security, and the underlying protocols of Bitcoin, but you also have to build an amazing product. And what we want to do is give you every tool you need to be able to build on top of a secure platform so that you can just focus on building product and not the infrastructure.
We started it because there's about 100 million consumers who have subprime credit. They aren't able to build credit, and therefore we created a very simple way for consumers to build credit in a very simple fashion.
I started Science Byte because my career is in research development science, and it was out of frustration because there is no good communication platform on the internet that incentivizes scientists to share know-how. It's very difficult to find practical scientific know-how for R&D projects online.
Why did you start Palette Home?
I had this amazing meal a few years ago. This salmon was so good, it was falling off the plate, tender, and I wanted to recreate it at home. And it turns out you need new tools because there's been a fundamental shift in our understanding of food science, and what was out there wasn't working for me. So we took these really expensive, exotic tools chefs have, and we optimized them for the home kitchen.
At what point did you become an entrepreneur, and why?
Well, nobody else would hire us, so we decided to go create our own company. But seriously, we love technology, we love building. This is as much fun as it gets.
Why wouldn't anybody hire you?
Just look at this face.
Was this your first startup?
This is my second venture. I co-founded a company 6 years ago that is still doing very well and in business. So,
awesome. At what point did you become an entrepreneur, and why?
I'm pretty sure I became an entrepreneur when I was selling lemonade on the street.
At 2 years old?
Yeah, I was pretty young. And I didn't just have any lemonade stand. I had a professionally printed lemonade stand that far exceeded anybody else's in the neighborhood. So I think it is a learned skill, but I also think that it is in your blood. And some people are just, it's almost a sickness. You have to be an entrepreneur. But I wouldn't have it any other way.
I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I also believe in education. So I ended up going to a lot of grad school, but it turns out that over time I was like, this is what I would want to do if money didn't matter. And so that's when I met the team at Dialexa, who is the team behind Vinly. And so Dialexa Technology Product Development Firm, and so we're all a bunch of engineers, entrepreneurs, scientists, researchers, and we just want to build disruptive products that are going to change the world. And so I was like, that's the team I want to be part of, and this way I could be a serial entrepreneur. And so Vinly is the first product that's launching out of Dialexa Labs.
It's been brewing for a while, but it kind of percolated with this opportunity, and we felt like it was the right time to make a positive difference in the world, and that's why we made Zendo.
If you have a solution that addresses a specific problem and you think you've just sort of like nailed it and you've got the answer, entrepreneurialism and sort of commercializing it is the way to get what you have to a huge audience and kind of like have a big solution to a big problem.
Why did you become an entrepreneur, and when?
Okay, so I became an entrepreneur since I graduated, maybe before I graduated.
Okay.
So this is already my third company.
High school or college?
College, yes.
Okay.
So,
third company?
Yes,
Yeah.
This is my third company, and I think I will be always
Always an entrepreneur. You can't drop it, huh?
It's
too late.
Yes.
I became an entrepreneur about a year ago. We love the concept that not only can we create a device that's never existed, we create a category that's never existed, and the freedom and the creativity that you're able to operate in, we just love it.
I mean, it makes a real difference to try to take the initiative yourself.
I would say a couple of years ago when I kind of finished college and just right away jumped into my first startup.
Oh yeah? How about you?
Yeah, I've been a programmer for a long time, so it's when you're a programmer, it's always fun to try to create new things, and that's why I've been doing it for a long time.
Cool. And at what point did you become an entrepreneur, and why?
The vision really grabs you. You don't choose to become an entrepreneur, you choose to bring something to life. I look at art as an inspiration quite frequently. This isn't a great career choice. You're much better somewhere else. You gotta love this, you gotta want to do it, but there's nothing like it. It's amazing to bring something to life that you've believed in, to work with a core team, and have control and just be passionate is really wonderful. But there's some downsides. You're not gonna have a new car,
So you're here from Denver?
We are.
Did you move here, or are you visiting?
We're visiting right now.
Why do you love TechCrunch Disrupt?
It's the only place to be. It's the most exciting place for tech on the planet.
TechCrunch Disrupt is people from around the world. We've got the Nordic, the Chinese, the Argentines, people from San Francisco coming around the world, basically showcasing things you've never heard of. It's like everything that you didn't know that you needed to know is happening here at TechCrunch Disrupt, and we've learned a ton about just like, it's almost like taking a look into the future, and it's beautiful. It's really exciting. It's been awesome. Yeah.
What do you love about TechCrunch Disrupt?
It's super, yeah. So it's the best tech event I have ever been to. So so our Mealtime app just launched yesterday on the TechCrunch stage, and we already got 3,000 downloads since yesterday.
$3,000 or users?
3,000 downloads, yes, 3,000 users just in one day.
One day, 3,000 users, TechCrunch Disrupt. Yeah, that just happened.
That rocks, yes.
That just
Thank you.
happened.
Thank you.
I don't think there's anywhere in the globe where you get this combination of makers, entrepreneurs, and investors, and it's such a neat experience to put all that together to create things that have never existed before, and it really takes all of those inputs.
This is my third TechCrunch Disrupt. I think TechCrunch is an incredible organization that helps startups get launched and noticed, and so I think if you're a startup, whether you're in Battlefield or just part of Hardware Alley or Startup Alley, it will change your world. I mean, most of the investors I know I've met at TechCrunch.
Well, this is a very prominent conference. This is the top event for startups in the world, and we benefit greatly from being associated with that. We were on stage yesterday. We launched on stage, and people take notice.
TechCrunch Disrupt has been one of the most exhilarating, amazing experiences of my lifetime. There's nothing like being up on stage and introducing your product to the entire world for the first time in front of such a world-renowned audience. And I would highly recommend it to any entrepreneur to apply for TechCrunch Disrupt. It's an incredible experience. The entire thing has been great.
I love it because it's great exposure, and it's been a lot of fun to meet the people that are here and that get excited about our product, and it's been really, really fun to watch the reception, because we've been hit with a lot of really, really good press, and some people that are a little upset too, but that's okay, because press is press, right?
Some is better than none.
Absolutely.
Golden rule. Golden rule. Yeah.
Right.
Disrupt, we looked at as a potential launch platform for us because we know the audience is amazing. This is one of the best conferences in tech, and to be in Battlefield was just a great opportunity to meet some of the judges and have real feedback. And we were so lucky. I think they liked our product. Afterwards, one of the judges, Matthew Prince, tweeted that he wanted to buy the first one off the production line. So we've also met some customers here as well.
Yeah, very good sign. And why do you love TechCrunch Disrupt?
This is a great venue. It's a great opportunity. We've met more people in 3 days here than we would have all year. So really appreciate the conference, and it's a fantastic opportunity.
And how can we find you and follow you and stalk you?
Quickfire.tv. Check us out. We're in San Diego. Come down and we'll buy you a fish taco.
Hold him to that. Thank you. There you go, mailtem.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.